Celtic Football Club dominates Scottish football with a record of 53 Scottish Premierships, 21 Scottish League Cups and 41 Scottish Cups, and also winning the Champions League in 1967 in Lisbon with a team called the Lisbon Lions, and have not come close since. Their latest Champions League group showed them bottom of the group, and it comes as no surprise. So I'll be taking former Liverpool manager Brendan Rodgers back to Celtic areas right now to take them to European glory. This is rebuilding Celtic to European glory. This is the current default Celtic squad here, and being honest, if it's the Scottish League standards, this is very good because you got Mouse O'Reilly there, you got Carter Vickers at centre back, you got Rio Hatate also in midfield, McGregor captain, Hart in goal. But if you're talking about Champions League standards, they got absolutely no chance. Some of the positions I want to upgrade on: goalkeeper. In real life, I believe Hart is retiring at the end of the season. Maybe a new centre back because like the depth is not good, and maybe a new midfielder as well. But our best player is Matt O'Reilly, the Danishman. So I want to build a squad around him. Let's see how we get on with transfers. I have decided to loan out one of Celtic's top talents for the future. The Irishman Rocco Vata has gone to Italy to Frosinone for the year. Goalkeeper for the short term, but has definitely made a big upgrade, which is the Dutchman Justin Bigelow, who's in from Feyenoord for £11 million. Wrist is out, but he's going to Valencia, which is a very strange transfer, if you might say. For right wing, we have a former Barcelona and Wolves player. It is the Portuguese winger Francisco Trincao, who is in for £14.7 million. And this is a great way to have a new career, to have a new start basically. I'll get why I struggled, sorry about that. And we've got a centre back in the club now. It is the former Bayern Munich centre back Tongi Nyonzu is in for £4.7 million, and his value has gone down a bit, which is a bit disappointing, I can't lie. This is how the squad looks at the end of the transfer window. We have strengthened the goalkeeper, the defence in due course, and the new right winger in Trincao. I mean, for the Scottish League, it's going to do wonders. Champions League, we have to wait and see. And as in real life, we have qualified for the Champions League, which in their group contained Atletico Madrid, Feyenoord, and Lazio, which they finished bottom. I'm going to look at here right now, and it is that same group that they've been drawn in real life. I hope that we can finish third to play Europa League football, but it remains to be seen. We'll see what happens. Let's see what happens in our group. Unfortunately, we do not qualify for the next round of the Champions League. We finished third, but at least it's European football. But head-to-head wise, against Atletico Madrid, we lost both times. I think, actually, we lost 4-1 and we drawn 2-2, so there was no chance for us to go through automatically. So we're going to have to play Europa League football, and we will be facing Freiburg in the playoff rounds. And in the Scottish Premier League, we are first. 16 wins, 4 draws, 1 defeat. We are 6 points ahead of Aberdeen, 16 ahead of Rangers, and the bottom two sides are Livingston and St Mirren. If there's no transfer updates, then I'll see you at the end of the season. And we win the league by 1 point over Rangers. Before heading to that game, we were 4 points above Rangers, who we had to play, so it didn't really matter. So even though we lost, Rangers still wouldn't win the league. So I believe we're going to play Champions League football again next season. And the two teams that are likely to go down are Livingston and St Mirren. There is no second tier in Scottish football though. So yeah, we'll look on the other cups. We win the Scottish Cup over Hearts on penalties. I mean, that's good, but I mean, it's not really that competitive. Same with the Scottish League. I'm gonna look at the European trophies now. Brighton went and win the Conference League over Fiorentina. That is back-to-back losses for Fiorentina. They beat Lille. Hearts got to the semi-finals. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Europa League now. Liverpool go on to win the Europa League over Atalanta. We beat Freiburg 4-2 in the playoff round. Round of 16, we demolished Olympic Marseille. And in the quarterfinals, we lose to the eventual winners, Liverpool. But our Rangers got to the semi-final. How weird is that? Right, next we go to the Champions League, finally, and Arsenal beat Man City, an all-English final, ironically at Wembley. And Arsenal took down Madrid, and City take down Barcelona. Imagine if it was an El Clasico final. My goodness. But Arsenal win it, surprisingly. Kyogo Furuhashi, 24 goals for him as a striker, even though he's not growing. That is pretty good. And Maeda with 17 goals, he's currently out injured. And he won't. I think he's done his ACL. LCL. He's going to be back in a week though. McGregor got 11 goals. Trincao, not a bad first season for him. O'Reilly chipping in with 11 goals. And Hatate with 7 assists as well. And the players who will be leaving us at the end of their contracts are Joe Hart's and Joey Dawson, who is just not good enough. So, an alright first season. We win the league as expected, and we win the Scottish Cup as expected. I want to win that Champions League sooner rather than later. So, we're going to have to go through another season, and let's hope we can make strong improvements. Our first player departure of the season, it is the 27-year-old CDM Tomoki Iwata, who has gone to Feyenoord, the same club that we signed Bijlo for. Heads up of more player departures here. We have 1 permanent and 2 loans. All of them are Irish. Michael Johnston has gone to Southampton for £4 million. And then Rocco Vata is going out on loan again this year, who had a very good loan spell last season at Frosinone. He's gone to Bologna for the year. And Bosun Lawal has gone to Lecce on loan for a year. Also, Yang Hun Jun has gone to Al Nassr for the year. So he's going to play with Cristiano Ronaldo in Saudi. Finally, we have our first signing. I've been trying to chase this man for ages in the transfer window. We got him. Joao Pedro is in for his market value, even though it decreased, for £19.5 million. And on the following day, we have a new right back here. It is the American from Barcelona, so Junior Dest is in with 1 year left on his contract. Hence why I made this transfer for £17.8 million, which means I'm gonna have to let go of a right back. The squad at the end of the transfer window in season 2. We got Destin as the new right back and Joao Pedro as our new striker. The midfield looks good. The attack is going to get better. I think there's a bit more work to do in the defence, but it's fine for now. And we're going to check our Champions League group as we qualified for it. And it is Arsenal and Napoli. Ooh, that is a very tough group. Arsenal and Napoli in it. And we also got Malmo. It would be a miracle if we get out of that group, but I strongly doubt it. But believe is the message. We'll go and see where we finish. Actually qualified for the round of 16, and Napoli finish bottom. Deeper. That is brilliant. Napoli bottom. No, they're out of Europe. We are second to Arsenal, and we will be playing round of 16 football against Juventus, and that is no easy game at all. None of the top seeded sides are easy games. They're not. And looking at the Premiership, we are in fact second a point behind Rangers, which is very close. Hearts in the mix as well, but from Aberdeen below, it's a big gap. If there's no transfer updates, we'll see for the first leg against Juventus. I got a CDM that I wanted in the summer, but it was too expensive, and his price was reduced because he only was 18 months left on his contract. Samuele Ricci is in, and his value has dramatically decreased from £28 million, I think. But he's in from Torino, and I hope he lives up and gets his price tag back. Time for our first leg tie in round 16 against Juventus. The starting 11 is the same apart from Marino, who they signed. They signed Cruz, who's on the bench, and also John Duran from Aston Villa. The starting 11 I will go into this game at Celtic Park, so the atmosphere will be rocking and the result should be rocking as well. And it's not, though. We lose 2-1 and Nyonzu will be suspended for the second leg. Second leg now, away in Turin's second leg, 2-1 down. All to play for. Nyonzu is suspended, so Scales is in. Quick sim now, and it is a 3-2 defeat. We lose by 2 goals. We are out of Europe. And we did well to get in around 16 comparing our group, but we still do not have the quality to go further. So Rio, Hatate and Joao Pedro score for us, but Moise Kean and Vlahovic scoring for Juventus. I mean, not much to say. Let's go to the end of the season and see where we finish in the league. So, at the end of the season, in the regular one, we finished first with 79 points. And coming over to the next stage, we also win the league by some distance over Rangers, which is pretty insane. And the bottom 2 sides are Dundee and Motherwell. And of course, we're going to be back in Champions League next season. Scottish Cup now, we win it over Hearts without penalties this time, so back to back with that. The Conference League, Spurs win it over Bodo Glimt. Betis, it would have been a more interesting final with Betis in it, but it is what it is. Europa League, Leipzig beat Monaco 3-2, and Olympique Marseille and Benfica got to the semi-finals. And the Champions League, of course, we got knocked out by Juventus. Madrid thrash Manchester City 3-0. And Madrid thrash Leverkusen 5-1. Any more thrashings I see? PSG thrash Sevilla 5-0. A much improved season by Trincao. 21 goals, 7 assists for him, proving the money. Furuhashi, the Japanese, who's 30 years old, has grown 3 overall with 20 goals. Palmer, the Honduras international, with 17 goals, 6 assists. Matt O'Reilly with 14 assists. But a bit underwhelming first season for Joao Pedro, I can't lie. And anymore, Richie in a short time got 6 assists as well. And Des got 3 goals, 4 assists as a right back. Second season was way better than the first, but I want more. I want that Champions League. I want to go further in that competition. And we have to do season 3, so let's get into it. Begin season 3 with a player departure. Daizen Maeda, who is done growing, and I got a bunch of wingers. He's gone permanently to Sassuolo. Another player departure here. It is the German Nicholas Kohn, who is gone to Fenerbahce for £8 million. And finally, there's a signing here at Celtic for the season. Milos Kerkez, the talented left back, is in from Bournemouth for £22 million. Main priority was to strengthen the defence, and I've added another addition. It is the Dutch centre back Per Schurz, who comes in for a cut price deal of £21.5 million, as he only had 12 months left on his contracts. New position for the left wing now. It is the Leeds United sensation Crescencio Somerville. What a name, by the way. He comes in from Monaco for £24 million, and he has grown an overall since making the offer, which is very good. Also, I'll be making him a left winger. And Gustav Lagerbielke, The Swedish centre-back is gone to Union Saint-Gilloise. I could get £154.5 million for Matt O'Reilly, and Newcastle came in with an offer for £106 million. But regardless, it's not about the money, it's about the love. He is going nowhere. I changed Somerville to a left winger now. He has grown again to an 81 rated. This is the current squad at the end of the transfer window. We've strengthened the defence with Kirkes and Schurz in there, and Somerville is our new left winger. So overall, this is a very good team if you compare it in the Scottish leagues, but we'll see how we go in the Champions League, to which we have been drawn. I'm going to see it right here. So it's our third season in the Champions League, and we've been drawn out, and we've got Liverpool, Marseille, and Shakhtar Donetsk. And of course, you remember in the Ajax rebuild, Shakhtar Donetsk got to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Could something insane like that happen again? We'll wait to find out. Let's see where we finish. So we get out of our Champions League group comfortably this time. Liverpool, of course, finishing top. Marseille will be going to Europa League playoffs, and Shakhtar are out of Europe. And we lost 6-1 to Liverpool. Yeah. So we facing around 16 now. We got Real Madrid. Oh my goodness. That is the most difficult tie you could have asked. Wow. Yeah, this is a real test. And also we're gonna see the Premiership now. We're off top, 5 points above Rangers. So if there's no transfer business, we'll go to the Madrid game. It's now time for the round of 16 clash with none other than Real Madrid, and they've signed Victor Osimhen as their striker instead of Mbappe, and also Nab Di Lorenzo from Napoli as well. Danilo from PSG is at centre back for some reason, and they've also signed Makoko, and this is a very good Madrid team. Also, they're without Rudiger. I think he's gone. Half of my team is a bit tired, but that's not important right now. What's important right now is to play this game. So I'm going to quick sim this right now, and let's see if we win. And, ooh, it's a narrow 2-1 defeat. Vinny Jr. scoring within 3 minutes and Bellingham scoring, but a swift reply from Joao Pedro. Now we'll go to the Bernabeu for the second leg. Heads up for the second leg, David Alaba is suspended. And unfortunately for us, Serginho Dest at right back is suspended, so that means either Johnston or Ralston will have to fill in for his position. This is a humongous game for our season. Away at the Bernabeu, which is honestly going to be very hard. It'll be a miraculous miracle to be put down in folklore if we go through. Quick sim now. And it is... What? We done it. We go through. Oh, what? Bellingham scoring to make it 3-1 on aggregate, and then we absolutely turned this around in that second half. And late in the first half. Oh my goodness. We are in the quarterfinals. Let's see who we face. Wow. And for the quarterfinals, it's again not going to be easy. We have Manchester United away at Old Trafford for the first leg. This Manchester United side is a bit weird, I can't lie. Rodrigo is there on the bench. They signed Evan Ferguson to compete with Højlund, and they signed a regen Tejera, who's partnering with Lisandro Martinez. They got the right midfielder there, who has not been playing them for a long time. Koke in midfield. Rashford is gone. Sancho's back. What a weird side this is. Suspension though, which is huge for us. Away at Old Trafford, it is not going to be easy. But if we perform like we did at the Bernabeu, it will be beautiful. Quick sim now. And it is a 1-1 draw. Højlund scoring with 10 minutes to go to equalise, and we take the lead with Trincao earlier in the game. So we go back to Celtic Park with a 1-1 draw. 1-1 at Celtic Park at home. It's going to be a rocking atmosphere and a huge advantage for us. That's if we go through. Quick sim now. And it is a 2-1 win. Somerville and Trincao scoring for us. Koke getting sent off. And Bruno Fernandes scoring for them. We are actually playing semi-finals of the Champions League now. Let's see who we face. Oh, we've knocked out Madrid and Manchester United. And for the semi-finals, we go back to Spain to take on Barcelona. Pedri is suspended for the first leg, and boy, what side they have! They got Hakimi, Gabriel, Nuno Mendes, Goretzka, Bernardo Silva, Coxu, Boniface, and Phil Foden. Let alone their bench: Ferran Torres, you doggy, Lewandowski, and Pedri is suspended if I've not mentioned. Also, they have Ronaldo, Rafinha, and Ter Stegen. This is basically their side of a rebuild. What a stacked side Barcelona are, and if you remember back in 2012, that 2-1 win for Celtic at Celtic Park over Barcelona. Let's try and do this again. Quick sim now. Wow. Trincao scored twice against his former club. Richie and Hatate scoring for us. Goretzka and Araujo scoring for Barcelona. We are taking a 2-goal lead. So Barcelona at the Nou Camp. A 4-2 lead to take to the Nou Camp. Barcelona. We cannot let this slip. Yeah, we're just gonna quick sim right now and get the job done. And we do on penalties. We bottled a 2-goal lead and we win it on penalties. Lewandowski and Hakimi missing for Barcelona. Hakimi missing the vital penalty and O'Reilly missing for us. But that's not the problem anymore. We are in the Champions League final. What an achievement this is. What an achievement. Wow. I can't believe that. Wow. So the regular season is over. We win the league again by 11 points over Rangers, just showing our authority in the Scottish League. Looking back at it now, I think I should have put them in the Premier League, but that's by the by. We can't change the past now. And the bottom two sides are St Johnstone and Ross County, because in real life they go down. And now we're just going to check the other cups. The Scottish Cup, we absolutely destroy our rivals, Rangers, 4-1. And we're going to check the other European trophies now. Newcastle win the Conference League 3-2 over Athletic Club. Europa League belongs to Bayer Leverkusen, who beat Porto. And Aston Villa lose out on penalties. And Monaco getting to semi-final. And who do we face now? We face Paris Saint-Germain. Yeah, that is who we are going to be facing. The second season for João Pedro, 26 goals for him in all competitions. Trincao proving himself again, being our best player, 14 goals and 10 assists. Somerville with 13 goals and 5 assists. And Furuhashi with 12 goals and 1 assist. And Richie getting 11 assists for him as well. So a very good season for us. At the PSG squad, I mean, they saw Rico Lewis, Gavi and De Jong both joined them from Barcelona. Xavi Simons on the left, Dembele on the right, and Kylian Mbappe is staying there in the save. And they've also signed Kingsley Coman as well. And a big problem for us, Trincao is suspended. Our best player is out. So Palmer, who is our highest rated player, will have to be filling in for him. I mean, if we do win the Champions League with Celtic, that's an unbelievable achievement. It's at Old Trafford where we knocked out Manchester United. Let's go there and let's win the Champions League on Celtic. Here we are, the Champions League final here in season 3 against PSG. Let's win this. Dembele attacking early on here to Gavi, who's signed from Barcelona. He shoots, blocked. Back to Dembele, he's very threatening, but he can't really score goals. But we tackle him. Pershores clears it to Crescencio Somerville, the new left winger, and what a touch that is to full Skriniar. And can he find the right way to pass? He does. João Pedro has scored. I took that moment of silence for this tense situation. And we have taken the lead 7 minutes in. The Bryson man, who's now at Celtic, gives us the lead. What a pass by Somerville, and the tricks as well. And the composed finish by Joao Pedro as well. We lead 1-0. And what's more important now is that we have to defend this lead, so we can't celebrate for too much here. But we'll do win the ball with Richie. Joao Pedro finds Rio Hatate, the midfielder. How did he score that? Wow. We are 2-0 up in 10 minutes in the Champions League final. Rio Hatate has scored for us. An unlikely scorer has scored a very good goal, and the Celtic fans are doing the Poznan. Take a look at it here. I mean, just went past the defenders. 0.26 chance of goal and sticks it right in the bottom corner. 2-0 in 10 minutes in the Champions League final. Wow. Can Matt O'Reilly start a counter-attack? And he passes to Palmer, who is in for the suspended Trincao. What a lob pass to Somerville. Oh my goodness, he saved it, Donnarumma. What an attempt by Somerville. But we do have a corner here. Matt O'Reilly takes it, and it doesn't get caught by Donnarumma for some reason. Carter Vickers heads it to Palmer. He controls it. It goes back to Somerville. And Somerville unfortunately loses the ball. Haidara, the midfielder attacking here, who's signed from RB Leipzig, finds Kylian Mbappe with a good through ball, all alone by himself, and Carter Vickers stupidly lunges in and gives away a penalty just before half time. I don't know what to say about that. We need to save it. Mbappe scores bottom right corner, 2-1 to Celtic. Still leading though. Dembele on the right, looking for that second goal, and he goes past the defender here. Can Pershaw's catch him? No, he doesn't. He goes past him as well. Does he have the end product though? Shaws tackles him, but he somehow loses the ball here, and Gavi and Bigelow saves it. The first real opportunity here in the second half, and there's also a corner here taken by De Jong to Dembele of all people, and we tackle him, and it's another corner, and it's gonna be another short corner basically, and it is two Barcelona teammates combining, Dembele and De Jong. Haidara just dribble past some people, and it's another save. This onslaught from PSG is nuts, and third corner in a row, and Dembele again tries to dribble, but he can't pass it because he's been surrounded by Celtic players. De Jong here. What can De Jong do? What is going on here? And it's another save by Bigelow. And it's a fourth corner. That's 6 overall for them. And we clear it only as far as to Haidara. And its shot is blocked. And PSG still have the ball here. And what's Kimpembe doing? And it's another save, and just clear it. I need to breathe and calm down. Rico Lewis, who looks very tired here, with PSG pressing. Mbappe finds Siemens, shot blocked. Des, just clear it. And there's basically a counter-attacking opportunity here. Palmer, Skriniar is so tired right now, and he gets past him. Can he win it for us? He has. Palmer, who was in for suspended Trincao, has won us the Champions League. 3-1 Celtic, and everyone is swarming in. Everyone. PSG have been embarrassed at Old Trafford. That should be the headline. PSG embarrassed. Let's take a look at this. Outside of the foots, no stopping for Donnarumma. 3-1, and we are going to win the Champions League. And it's over. It's all over now. We can breathe and relax. Celtic have won the Champions League for the first time since 1967. Not in real life though, but in a video game in FC24. What a rebuild this has been. I should have done in the Premier League, because we absolutely wiped the floor in Scotland. Maybe that should be a next time video, but it is what it is. And then we see everyone just huddling around and jumping around, celebrating the triumph of upsets shocks, and near disappointments. But who do you guys want me to reboot next? Leave your suggestions in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the notifications because I'll be back with more reboots very soon. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, and let's look at the celebrations.